What is going on, guys? My name is Josh Keeley. I'm very excited. The first DLC trailer has came out. I'm going to talk about all that, but mainly focus on the zombies. The First Awakening DLC, it is announced, it's coming out February 2nd. I can't wait to play that. Can't wait to play the Castle Zombies map. It's going to be so much fun. But let's go ahead and jump right into the trailer breakdown, focusing just on the zombies. And they like to show images really fast, so I'm going to go ahead and slow the gameplay down for you and pause at some moments. Now here we can take a good look at what some of the zombies look like. They have this medieval castle type of look. It looks very cool. I'm not sure what type of gun this is. It looks like, I'm not sure if this is a new gun or this just a scope. He's zooming in on the gun right here. You see the circle ring around it. And when you zoom forward a little more, you see, the scope of the gun. Now I usually just use the red dot. I don't know if that's a current scope, something we have now, or if that is a new gun. Let me know what you guys think. When you pause right here, you see that there is a ski lift. Now it looks like the whole map is inside that castle, but they have this ski lift, and it looks like that takes you, if you do get to ride on it, it would take you down into the town. I really hope that's the case. If so, it might be a pretty big map inside the castle and at the town, but that's if we get to ride the ski lift. And where they have that gate and stuff there, it kind of looks like that's something we'd have to open or something that we'd buy. So that'd be really cool if we could go down into the town or go to a different location besides the castle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pause at this picture, and you see this thing quite a bit in the trailer. You see a couple of these. I have no clue what they are. It looks like there's lightning going to it. I think this is gonna be really cool. I think this right here is gonna be part of the Easter egg. And if you look at that circle area over there, that almost reminds me of the landing pad from Ascension. And you do see 3 different rockets on this map, so I think this map is gonna kind of be like Ascension in a way. I think we're gonna see a lot of similarities. Now here you do see a big picture of the Iron Cross. The Iron Cross was mainly used by Germany during World War I, but the Knights of Templar used the Iron Cross too. The Iron Cross goes way back before World War I even, so it's really neat too to try to figure out the timeline when this takes place. I think this is definitely way before World War I, and that's something neat too, is to figure out why there's an Iron Cross, a big flag. Now we already know that this map, this castle, takes place near Werfen, Austria. So this isn't in Germany, but Austria is right below Germany. Like I said, it might not even be, World War I. Austria is probably way before that. So why is that Iron Cross there? That's a really good question. I'm definitely going to look into that. Moving on here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this picture when you pause it. Once again, up top left, you can see that big thing that, was doing some lightning stuff earlier. And right in front of us, we can see one of the traps that's right there on the staircase. And this looks like a nice big area where we can run trains. That's going to be really cool. You see the steps leading up top the castle. Looks like it's going to have a couple different levels. You can definitely see the snow mountains in the background. And it looks like there is a big clock up there. Now you can't really see the hands of the clock, but it seems like every single map that we have has a clock on it. I think that's really cool. Is that clock going to have any reference to 115 or 935, anything like that? We'll definitely see. And once again, I can see some more Iron Cross flag up on the wall, and there is quite a bit of snow. Looks like a non-stop snows. Here is another side of the castle. We see a couple more Iron Cross flags. Those flags look like they're hung up everywhere. Get some really cool pictures up in those windows. I definitely wonder if those mean anything, if those have anything to do with the Easter egg. Then up on the right side, we see some windows that are lit up. That could just be background scenery, I don't know. And it also looks like we see a trap or something right there. See the little green button, and it looks like red. I'm not sure if that is a trap or not. It's definitely something right there. Let's keep moving on. Now here is the main picture that we seen before. You know, we didn't really get a good picture of it. Here's a big close-up. You can definitely see the rockets on the right side in the background. Now, why are there rockets there? You know, if this is an ancient castle, you know, how do rockets fit into it at all? But, you know, on that same theory of stuff being out of time, you know, out of place, you know, think of a giant robot on Origins. You know, I think all this time travel that they're doing, you know, they're messing everything up. So it still could be in ancient times, even though that there are rockets. Kind of reminds me of Ascension, you know. And looks like there was a bridge or something right there. Looks like it's broken. And kind of see like a little path right there. Could have been another bridge or something, a little road going up to the castle. Looks like that is broken as well. It looks like at the bottom left we kind of see, looks like a ballista type of thing, and I was really wondering if there was going to be ballistas or cannons or anything like that. I don't know if that's just for scenery or if that's something that we can use to do something. Not really sure on that. That would be really cool. And it looks like there's even little spotlights, like maybe this castle was, you know, a prison or something like that, or those are just spotlights, you know, they can see when enemies are coming in. Looks like one's kind of going up to the sky. I'm not sure what that one is, but that is pretty cool. Now in slow motion you see these little orbs flying from the bottom left to the top right. I have no clue what those are either. Is that something to do? I have no clue what those could be, but that is pretty cool. Now I kind of wonder what that red thing is right there. You know, is that going to be a step to the Easter egg? Is that going to be something that we're going to have to work with? It does look like this is outside of the castle, so that kind of answers that question. You know, that we're gonna go a little outside the castle, then we're gonna be able to go inside the castle. It's another great shot of the castle. You can see the top pathway. I think that is really cool. You can even see the lightning in the background. I wonder if that's gonna have anything to do with the lightning that we seen on that one object. I don't know. And there's something blue moving right there. I'm not sure if that's a character or if that's, you know, an enemy, a zombie. I'm not sure what that was. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it on this picture right here. This room looks really cool. We can see Speed Cola right here. I'm not quite sure what that object is right there. Kind of looks like it's something to do with the power. Looks like we see these little computers or something in the room, you know, the green things. I have no clue what any of this stuff is. And you see another big green thing up there. Not sure if that's a portal. Looks like it has some ancient writings or something on it. This looks like another good room that could be really good for training zombies. And of course they have brought the gobblegum machine back. See the gobblegum machine right there. And they talked about they're going to be bringing in 4 new gobblegums. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see what those are going to do. I hope they're mega gobblegums, something really good in the game. Now if we pause it on this picture right here, this is the Pathakon, the wonder weapon. So are they going to bring this back in that map, or is this giving us hints right there to one of the Easter eggs that we're missing in Shadows of Evil? And taking a good look at this picture, I think this definitely giving us some hints in Shadows of Evil. This is, you know, the symbols in Shadows of Evil. This is the different name of the wonder weapons and the codes that they mean. You know, you see, you know, some of the different names of the wonder weapon, and it has, you know, different things by it. So maybe right here they're trying to give us a hint to Shadows of Evil, or this could even be something in the castle map. Maybe they're gonna bring back the wonder weapon, and you know, they're trying to give us hints right here about it. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think that this means. You know, the basic terms challenge board for the Pathakon. You know, is this the wonder weapon in Shadows of Evil? Are they giving us hints right here, or is this gonna be in the new castle map? Definitely let me know what you think. I'm definitely gonna look into this a lot deeper, make another video about this. Now moving on here, you see a teddy bear sitting here, and then they show the Bowie knife. I think there's an exact reason that they do this. You know, teddy bear and a Bowie knife. You know, is there gonna be some type of secret using the Bowie knife? That'd be really cool if you could upgrade the Bowie knife. Now we're gonna go ahead and pause it again right here. You see this lightning going to this area. Not sure what that is, if that's the pack-a-punch or maybe that's where we pick up our sword or something like that back there. That does look pretty cool. I'm just showing some pictures of some zombies here. Then there's an explosion. I have no clue why that explosion happens, but that is cool. You can see a zombie dance a little bit here. There we see more of those circle things. You know, you see at least 2 of them right there, so definitely makes me think that this is, you know, part of the Easter egg. Not just because there's 2 of them, but, you know, there's probably 4 around the map, I bet. 1 for each player, or who knows. But I definitely think that has something to do with the Easter egg or upgrading something on the new castle map. You notice I've been avoid saying the actual word. I don't want to butcher that. I know damn well I'll say it wrong. I'll just call it the castle map, damn it. And that is it, guys. The Awakening DLC. The first DLC comes out February 2nd. 4 new multiplayer maps. The new castle zombies map. I can't wait. And they only said 1 zombie map. I do wonder if they're going to surprise us with a map remake. You know, are they going to do Moon? Are they going to remake an old map and surprise us with that? We'll have to wait and see. I can't wait. That is all I got for you guys. I really hope that you have enjoyed my video. Make sure you do give it a big thumbs up. Write something down in the comments. Anything. I do appreciate it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. And you have a great day today.